Most people don't have a money problem. They have a first $1,000 problem. Because once you make your first $1,000 on your own, something shifts. You stop thinking like a consumer. You start thinking like a creator. In 2026, making your first $1,000 is not about luck. It's not about going viral. It's not about crypto moonshots. It's about leverage. And today, I'm breaking down exactly how I made my first $1,000, step by step, so you can do it faster. The problem: why most people never make their first $1,000. Here's the mistake beginners make. They chase big money first. They want 10K months, 100K businesses, passive income overnight, but they skip the foundation. Your first $1,000 is proof of concept. It proves someone will pay you. Your skills have value. You can solve problems. You can create income outside a paycheck. Without that proof, everything feels theoretical. And here's the hard truth. Most people stay stuck consuming content instead of executing. They overthink, they research, they wait for the perfect idea. Meanwhile, someone less talented but more decisive is already earning. The first $1,000 isn't about brilliance, it's about action. The strategy, the 5-step framework. Let me walk you through exactly what worked. No hype, no complicated funnels, no huge startup capital. Just execution. Step 1. Solve a small, painful problem. I didn't invent anything revolutionary. I looked for small problems people were already complaining about. Here's the rule. Money flows toward problems. The more painful the problem, the easier the sale. In 2026, attention is fragmented. People are overwhelmed. Time is scarce. So I asked, what do people hate doing? It turned out, small business owners hated writing short-form content consistently. They knew they needed it, they didn't want to do it. That's opportunity. You don't need to create something new, you need to solve something annoying. Think of it like this: if money is water, problems are gravity. Water flows downhill automatically. Find the slope. Step 2. Use skills you already have. Most beginners think they need new certifications. Wrong. Start with transferable skills: writing, editing, research, organization, basic design, communication, sales, video editing, data entry. These are monetizable immediately. I didn't wait to feel ready. I asked, what can I do better than average? Then I improved it slightly. That's enough to start. Perfection delays profit. Progress creates profit. Step 3. Package the offer simply. This is where most people mess up. They offer vague services: social media help, consulting, coaching. That's too broad. Instead, I created a specific offer. I'll write 12 short-form posts optimized for engagement for $200. Clear outcome, clear price, clear deliverable. People buy clarity. Ambiguity kills sales. If someone can't understand what they're getting in 10 seconds, they won't buy. Specificity converts. Step 4. Direct outreach. No waiting for virality. Here's something most gurus won't tell you. You don't need an audience to make your first $1,000. You need conversations. I didn't wait for followers. I sent direct messages. Simple, respectful, value-focused messages. Something like, hey, I noticed you're posting consistently but not repurposing content into short form. I help founders turn long posts into high-engagement shorts. Would you be open to seeing a free sample? Notice 3 things: personalized, problem-focused, low pressure. Out of 50 messages, maybe 5 reply. Out of 5, maybe 1 converts. That's normal. If 1 client pays $200, 5 clients equals $1,000. It's math, not magic. Step 5. Deliver fast, over-deliver slightly. Once I got clients, I focused on one thing: make them feel like they underpaid, not by working 100 hours, but by adding small bonuses. Example, if they paid for 12 posts, I delivered 14. If they asked for captions, I added hashtag suggestions. Small perceived value boosts create referrals, and referrals reduce marketing effort. Your first $1,000 should lead to your next $1,000. Momentum matters. Mindset shift that changes everything. Here's the psychological breakthrough. You are not trying to build a company at first. You are trying to build confidence. Your first $1,000 rewires your brain. It shifts you from, "I hope this works," to, "This works if I work." That belief compounds, just like compound interest. Let me explain compound interest simply. Compound interest is when money earns money, and that money earns more money. Your effort compounds too. First $1,000, then $3,000, then $10,000. Confidence compounds, skill compounds, network compounds, but only if you start. The alpha tip: charge slightly more than you're comfortable with. Here's the insider nuance. Beginners undercharge. They think lower price equals easier sale. Not always. Higher prices often signal higher value. When I first started, I considered charging $200 per package. Instead, I charged $400. And guess what? People who paid more respected the work more. They implemented it. They referred others. Cheap clients often demand more. Serious clients value outcomes. Now, don't overprice with no skill, but don't race to the bottom either. Position yourself as a solution, not a discount. Breaking down the $1,000 mathematically. Let's simplify it. There are dozens of paths to $1,000. Here are a few models. 10 clients paying $100, 5 clients paying $200, 2 clients paying $500, 1 client paying $1,000. Stop thinking in vague income goals. Start thinking in unit economics. How many people at what price? Break big numbers into smaller transactions. It becomes less intimidating. What I didn't do. Let's remove myths. I didn't start a dropshipping empire, invest in risky crypto, buy expensive courses, wait for passive income. Passive income is built after active income. First, learn to create money, then learn to multiply it. The snowball effect. Here's what happened after $1,000. Testimonials, referrals, improved skill, higher confidence, better offers. That $1,000 wasn't just money, it was leverage. Think of your first $1,000 like pushing a car stuck in neutral. It's hard at first, but once it moves, it's easier to keep rolling. Long-term strategy. After proving demand, you can raise prices, build systems, automate parts, hire help, create digital products, invest profits. But step one is always validation. Proof beats potential. If you're starting today in 2026, here's your action plan. Identify one small, painful problem, create one clear, simple offer, reach out to 50 people, close 3 to 5 clients, deliver exceptional results. Repeat. That's it. Not glamorous, but effective. The skills that scale after $1,000. Once you've made your first $1,000, the game changes. Now it's not about proving you can make money, it's about learning which skills multiply income. There are 2 types of skills: linear skills and leverage skills. Linear skills trade time for money. You work 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour. Leverage skills multiply output. Examples: sales, marketing, copywriting, content creation, systems building, negotiation. These skills allow one action to generate multiple outcomes. One post can reach thousands. One sales call can generate months of income. One system can automate dozens of tasks. After your first $1,000, start upgrading toward leverage skills, because leverage is how income scales without burning out. Repurposing your first $1,000 into your first investment capital. Here's where most beginners go wrong. They make $1,000 and spend it. Celebrate, yes, but don't consume all your proof. Instead, split it strategically. For example, 50% reinvest into skill or tools, 30% save as opportunity capital, 20% reward yourself. That reinvestment accelerates growth because now you're not just earning, you're building infrastructure. Think of your first $1,000 like planting a seed. If you eat the seed, it's gone. If you plant it, it grows. This is how active income slowly transforms into asset income.
The compounding confidence effect. There's a hidden benefit nobody talks about. Confidence compounds. The first sale feels impossible. The 5th sale feels repeatable. The 10th sale feels predictable. And predictability removes fear. Once income becomes predictable, you make smarter decisions. You negotiate better. You raise prices. You say no to bad clients. You think long-term. Confidence reduces desperation, and desperation is expensive. When you're desperate, you undercharge, you overwork, you accept poor opportunities. But once you've proven you can generate income, you move differently. That shift is what separates side hustlers from wealth builders. Final perspective. The first $1,000 changes your identity. You stop seeing money as something given to you. You see it as something you can create. And once you realize money is created through value, you stop fearing the economy. You start participating in it. That's power. Call to action. If this breakdown made the first $1,000 feel realistic, hit like. If you want more step-by-step financial playbooks with no hype, subscribe. And if you're serious about turning your first $1,000 into $10,000 strategically, watch the next video where I break down scaling without burning out. Your first $1,000 isn't about money, it's about proof. Now go earn it.